So nowadays, I currently have 2 of my auto loans with Navy Federal, but when I first got those cars, they were originally with different lenders. I wasn't banking with Navy Federal at the time being, or if I was still fairly new with them and didn't really know too much about them. Knowing what I know now though, I definitely would have gone with Navy Federal right off the jump, because with both of the cars that I now have, I ended up putting like almost $7,000 down at a dealership in order to get those cars. When in reality, I could have just got the car without putting any money down had I went to Navy Federal, but I didn't really know about them at the time. This was like years ago. But I mean, whatever, it is what it is. After I found out though how good this credit union actually was, I ended up refinancing both of my auto loans with them for a few different reasons that just made a lot of sense to me personally. So what I'm going to be talking about in this video is 3 reasons why I personally chose to refinance my auto loan with Navy Federal and why you should too. If you're already subscribed, then welcome back. But if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Ismael Sandiford and you are now watching Just Money, where we talk about financial related topics such as personal and business credit, real estate, and other financial related topics. So if that's something you're into, then you're probably going to want to consider subscribing. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. So the first reason why I decided to refinance my current auto loan with Navy Federal Credit Union is obviously because of a better interest rate. The original lender I was with when I first got my auto loan had a significantly higher interest rate, and then on top too, I had to put like $5,300 down to get the BMW M3 that I wanted, and that was with like a 760 credit score that I had at the time being. If I would have known at the time being that I could have just got an auto loan with Navy Federal without putting any money down and a better interest rate, I definitely would have went with them hands down. So this is why I'm here letting you guys know, if you guys are looking to get an auto loan or even remotely thinking about getting an auto loan or refinancing with them, then just go with Navy Federal. Especially if you're with a different lender that's charging you a way higher interest rate and they're making you put money down, then definitely finance or refinance your vehicle with Navy Fed. Because looking back now, I definitely could have used that $5,300 as liquid cash to invest in something that was going to make me more money versus putting all that money down on a car. And in reality, I didn't even need to do that. And don't get me wrong, that down payment money does go towards the principal of the car you're trying to pay down, but for me personally, I would have definitely used that money for something else that was going to make me more money. And no shade towards my original lender, Relied, because they work with literally thousands of dealerships across the nation. So if you're like super desperate for a car, or if you really need a car, then they'll definitely help you out if you got that down payment money. If you do not have a down payment though, then more than likely you won't be able to get an auto loan with Relied Bank, because they typically don't offer any no down payment auto loans. But reason number 2 on why I decided to refinance my current auto loan with Navy Federal Credit Union is because they actually offer you guys an incentive just for refinancing with them. I don't think I've ever seen another lender before offer you cash just for refinancing your auto loan with them. So if you guys seen that before, let me know in the comments below. But anyways, if you guys are refinancing your current auto loan with Navy Federal and the amount is over $5,000, then Navy Federal is actually going to give you $200 after 2 months of making on-time payments with them. And these $200 are going to be sent to your guys' savings account once you guys complete the first 2 months of making on-time payments on your guys' auto loan. You guys should receive the funds in your guys' savings account anywhere from 61 to 65 days of the origination date. So not only am I getting a better interest rate once I refinance with them, but I'm also getting a free $200 too on top. This is like a no-brainer thing to do. And also really quick, if you guys are finding any of this information helpful, if you guys could do me a favor and hit the like button, I would truly appreciate it, because it really helps me out a lot, and then it's also a dope way to help support the channel. But moving on to the last reason now on why I decided to refinance my auto loan with Navy Federal. So the last thing that sold me on why I should refinance my auto loan with Navy Federal is because the customer service was top tier. Chef's kiss. And then to add on to that, the app was actually way more easier for me to use. When I was making my payments with Relied Bank, it was always a hassle for me to make a payment every month, and I felt like I always had to jump through rings just to get my payment across. And also with Capital One too, because my other card that I have was originally with Capital One when I first financed it. Honestly, I was really young at the time being, and this was the lender that the dealership had gave me from pulling my credit, so I didn't even know who I was with. I just knew I was getting the financing that I needed. But they kind of sucked too, not gonna lie. I was also jumping through rings just to make my payment with them every month. And honestly, I do the majority of my banking needs with Navy Federal, so I just prefer to have all my loans with them, so that way I can see everything all the time and make my payments easier. And then on top too, Navy Federal actually has access to a SoFi member service rep 24/7. Sometimes other lenders don't offer this service. They might be closed on Sundays, or they might have certain hours on the weekends that they're only available at. And to be honest, I always hated Sunday, because Sunday was always the day that I always needed to talk to somebody for some reason, but nobody was ever available. So I would always have to wait the next day, which kind of sucks, because I'm a person that just doesn't like to wait. And then as far as using the app, I could literally make my payments by just clicking like 5 buttons on the app, and then boom, the payment was done. Versus other lenders, I didn't really like their app, so sometimes I had to call in and provide certain information, which is time consuming, and it would just take too long, to be honest. So if you were to ask me, I'm definitely happy with my decision when it comes to refinancing your auto loan with Navy Federal. A few other reasons though why you guys might want to refinance your current auto loan with Navy Federal, aside from my personal reasons, is because maybe you have a better credit score now. If you have a better credit score than what you previously had when you first got an auto loan, then refinancing your auto loan can definitely make you have a better interest rate, especially if it's with Navy Federal. And we all know if you guys have a better interest rate, then that means you're going to be saving more money every month because you are being charged less now to borrow money. Or another reason too on why you might want to refinance your auto loan is because maybe you want to shorten the length of your loan term. But if you guys refinance your auto loan with a different lender, then you can actually shorten the time frame if you guys would like to. But one last extra reason on why you guys should refinance your auto loan is because maybe the rates are way better now than what they originally were when you first got your auto loan. So if the rates are better now and you guys have a better credit score and you're doing it with Navy Federal on top and you guys are receiving an incentive too on top for refinancing with them, then it's definitely a no-brainer thing to do. But that's gonna wrap it up for today's video, guys. I actually made a full in-depth video showing you guys step by step on how to refinance your auto loan with Navy Federal. So if you guys are interested in watching that, then feel free to browse my YouTube channel or hit the link in the description below, or just wait till this video is over and I'll put it at the end of this video for you guys to watch. Let me know in the comments, who do you guys currently have your auto loan with? I would love to know. Don't forget to get your guys' free stock at Robinhood. That could potentially be worth all the way up to $200 when you guys use my link in the description below. And also, if you guys are looking for a high yield savings account, I personally use SoFi, so that's what I would recommend using. If you guys use my link in the description below, then you can potentially earn all the way up to $325 of free money, so I definitely wouldn't snooze on that while the offer is still available. And also really quick, I do offer one-on-one consultations. If you guys would like to speak to me personally, the link is always going to be in the description below. But if you guys want the chance to win a free 15-minute consultation from me, then just comment the word free game in the comments below and send an email to my business email stating what you guys would like to talk about. I do pick a winner every Monday. But if you guys made it to the end of the video, we are at 56,274 subscribers at the time of this recording, so I do appreciate all who watch. I do post weekly videos for those that don't know, and if you guys haven't yet already, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't yet already, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that way you guys get notified every time I post a new video. And again, we talk about personal and business credit, real estate, and other financial related topics. So if that's something you're into, then you're probably going to want to consider subscribing. We talk about how to get high limits on your guys' credit cards, how to boost your personal credit, how to obtain business credit. We talk about real estate. We talk about mortgage loan programs. We talk about all that. So this is your one-stop shop. And also really quick, for those that don't know, I'm a licensed real estate agent and a licensed mortgage loan originator. So if you guys are trying to purchase or sell a home in Southern California, all my information will always be in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.